What's up, everybody? Welcome to AEW Uncensored Podcast. I am here with my man, Alan. We are the Bridge and Tunnel Connect, Nolan Hash, and the Beast from the East.
With the least
research. What is up?
What's up, man?
Nah, same shit, bro. So, as always, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. Hit that mother bell, okay? That was my Alan Transformer. Hit the bell, hit the thumb, hit the subscribe. Grab your family's friends and whoever else's phones, your pets. Fucking animals probably have phones now. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. UncensoredAlliance.com. You find everything we do as always. Twitter at AEW Uncensored. I don't know why I keep promoting that because I no longer have Twitter, and Alan doesn't bother going on our Twitter either. So, email AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Love mail, hate mail, comments, questions, statements. Tell us to go fuck ourselves. Tell us you love us, whatever. Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. Throw it in the search bar. We have a page and a group. Like the page, join a group, or join a group and like the page. We are on all third-party podcast applications. Just search us and you will find us. We are also on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeart Radio. On iTunes, please rate, review us. That goes across pretty much all platforms and shows us who is showing us love and how many people are listening and such. I mean, if you like the show, why not go rate and review us if you have iTunes? Take you 2 minutes. As a matter of fact, while I'm talking, like the fucking video right now.
We got 8.
If you're watching.
We got 8 right now. It's pretty good.
We got 8. Look at that. We're already at 8. We just got into promotions. So, if you're listening right now, hit the like button. Just pause it for a second. Hit the like button. You know? We'd appreciate it. It shows us you love us, and it shows us why we're doing this. And if you're listening to the podcast version of this, please, as always, feel free to join us every Sunday at 3:05 Eastern Standard Time, United States, for the live show. You know, obviously, if you mainly listen to the podcast, I get it. You probably can't listen live, but we'd love to have you pop on, even if it's occasionally. So, and last but not least, we have the Skype chat. Send us a message, link in the description of the podcast and the YouTube channel. So, our YouTube video, I apologize. And, you know, from there you could join the show, you know, get on and chat with us and give some of your opinions on some of the stuff we discuss. So, speaking of getting on with us, today might be one of those days where we are being invaded because we lost the bet. Before we get to the invasion, I will let you do your miscellaneous.
Sure.
And then we will try to coordinate this without it being a fucking clusterfuck. I guess if you get invaded by HWO, it's going to be a clusterfuck no matter what. We're going to have fans throwing bottles and paper and shit in the, you know, the ring. And it's going to just be mayhem and chaos.
Well, as Vince McMahon once said, we're going to be injected with a lethal dose of poison.
Oh, my goodness. I'm like, bro, if it's not me not recording the audio version, the audio of the Skype as we record last week, so I had to wait to download the audio off of YouTube. This week, it's me forgetting to put my headphones on.
I thought something looked different about you. I was like, oh, it's the Cowboys hat. No, it's not having the headphones on.
That too. So okay, real quick before you say anything. Simon, shout out to Simon, Big Dub, what's up? We got Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? John, what's up, John? Good seeing you guys. It looks like that's all that's in the chat right now. Haven't dug in. Big Dub says I sound so depressed. I'm just trying to keep a little bit lower profile. The old lady's in the other room. I think she's taking a nap. So don't want to get in any heat there, pal. So,
Speaking,
prior to this invasion.
yeah, well, I was going to say, speaking of Twitter, because you did bring up Twitter earlier, I don't, as Triple H once said, I don't tweet, I don't twit, I don't twat. That's why I don't really do much with Twitter. I don't even use it. I don't even know why the hell I have something with it. But they're kicking everybody off anyway now. It's quite depressing.
I mean, it's, whatever. Between Facebook and Twitter, I mean, you know, we run a bunch of groups, so it's like the amount of shit that Facebook instantly just takes off is crazy.
Yep.
They have just trigger word, like the basic shit. You say somebody's a bitch, they take the comment down. Like, it's crazy. I mean, it's literally becoming like the fucking Gestapo.
I won't say what the joke is. I'll tell you off camera because it is pretty freaking bad. But yeah, like there is one YouTuber who said a joke on a live stream the other day. The joke lasted about maybe 20 seconds, and the entire stream was just taken down. And the channel was flagged, and it was pretty bad. And don't get me wrong, it was a bad joke, but it does.
I like bad.
Yeah,
jokes.
you would enjoy it. I'll have to tell you it off the air, but it goes to show you that, yeah, like, you know, that there is no more humor, there is no more comedy. Humor is dead, is what I commented on another video when this kind of thing came up. It's just like humor is dead. So
free speech is dead.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Exclamation points are dead. If you use too many of them, kick you out. So
Jimmy put too sweet with a lot of T's, so he got away with
Oh,
that.
good.
Instead of putting too sweet with a lot of exclamation points.
But yeah, my miscellaneous item isn't really AEW related, but I still thought it would be good for people to be aware of if they are fans. I know, Bill, you're a fan of Tony Schiavone. There might be some other people who are fans of his. And if you all go to Kickstarter, he does have a new campaign called Butts in Seats, the Tony Schiavone story.
Butts in Seats?
Yep. So, you know, he's got various, it's basically, it's the story of Tony Schiavone, but told in comic book graphic novel format.
Graphically novel.
Yep. So, you know, you get some sample art in there. There's different goals depending on if you buy the paperback, if you buy the hardcover. There's a shirt. So, yeah, just bringing it up out there for anybody who might be interested. If you are Tony Schiavone fans, since you're fans of AEW, there's an actual link actually that I could post here. But if you just look it up on Kickstarter, again, it's called Butts and Seats, the Tony Schiavone story. It's already well past its goal. It's got 25 days to go, so it will be backed.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's over what, 50,000 over its goal?
Yeah. It's the goal was 20,000. It is now almost at 77,000. So good for him.
Yeah, that's the GOAT right there, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so
are we forced to bring these fucking knuckleheads?
Yeah,
in?
let's get injected with the lethal dose of poison.
All right, fuck faces. I'm going to send you guys the link. Ground rules. Don't talk over each other, please. Try not to. I get it. There's going to be so many guys in here. But let's try to make it an easy listen for the listeners. We're allowing you in. We fucked up. We didn't think you guys would win this. But we're going to give you the link. So hold on. I'm going to go give these guys the link.
While you're doing that, yeah, for those who weren't there, the reason we're able to get these guys in here is that there was a bet that we weren't going to get. What was it, 20 likes? And we got 20 likes. And so, you know, it was for a good reason. It's like, we should be getting more than 20 likes every week. But, yeah, it was pretty good.
Very true. Very true. Okay, boys.
Big Dub says he got flagged for hate speech on Facebook. I believe it. If you say somebody's dog looks funny, they'll say that's hate speech at the moment. So
yeah, it's really crazy. Yeah, please. Jimmy in the Skype chat said he's getting his headset. So please, yes, please get your headsets, guys, so you don't, get feedback. All right, guys, dropped you guys a link. Feel free to join us. Don't come in hot, please. Give it a second. Calmly come in. I did enough screaming last week. Probably lost about 100 viewers, listeners. Uh-oh.
What's up?
How you doing?
What's up,
Hey,
Simon?
what's up, man?
All right.
Simon, do you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Simon says...
There he is.
He's here. What up, what up?
Yo, dude, I just gotta let you know, man, every time you're posting these freaking juicy burgers and meat that you're finding and fucking donuts, you got my mouth watering every time I see this shit.
It's UK lockdown, gotta do something, so eating's my thing.
I hear that. Even when lockdown isn't a thing, eating is my thing, so I totally get it. I think I'm going to gain, in fact, 25 pounds once lockdown's over, and I'll just be hitting up all the restaurants again.
Should I eat this thing?
What's up, Jimmy?
What are we in a boiler? Are we in a boiler room brawl?
Dude, I can't even. I don't know. Is my head? I don't think my headset's working.
We hear.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, because you still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All of a sudden, Alan doesn't like all this latency, and Alan just goes shit. I don't.
What's that?
Alan is frozen. He sounds like Megatron
Are you
again.
serious?
Or Optimus.
But he had frozen in the sexy pose.
Alan Miss
Oh,
Prime.
shoot, you're right. I see it now. Oh, crap. What the hell?
As he talks, it just trails
Is
off.
that because we got a bunch more people here?
It could
It's definitely
be,
not
it
the
could be.
connection. The connection here is fine. I'm looking at the router as we speak.
Listen, my internet's been so fucking trash. It just randomly cuts off. So who knows? It could be mine. I don't get like. I feel they're fucking with me now because more people are streaming. So it feels like they're gonna try to tier you on internet. Already got I believe it was a piece of mail. It said, "Oh, you want to up your speed, $79.99." So it's like they're already trying to tier you on that because they know the cable version is the cable side of the cable companies are going away.
Oh, jeez.
So they're probably just doing all this shit to fuck with
Yeah.
us. They're probably throttling it and
But in the UK, they've just announced a huge investment to get 1,000 meg broadband. So I don't know if you guys already got it in the States or not, but that's the next thing for over here.
1,000
Nice.
megs?
Yep.
Wow.
yeah, I think I don't even
It's
know. 200
It's
is
a
average.
gigabyte. Because like I know, like up here we got like the 1 gig,
Yeah, 1 gig.
yeah,
speed.
giga blast or whatever they're calling. I just upped mine to 500.
But yeah, I'm running on about
Fucking
60,
tears.
and I still get better broadband than Alan.
There's Big Dub. What's up, man?
Hi, everybody.
We got the real face too. We don't got the frozen picture with the stogie. It's like, here you go.
Right? Rare to see.
All right, where's everybody? Where's Kenny, man? Kenny, where you at
Yeah,
for
where-
this? John,
Kenny.
you,
What?
John, you working, brother?
What?
You can't chat with us?
Yeah, it's Kenny.
My screen's currently looking like the worst episode of the Brady Bunch ever.
The Brady Bunch. Now
All right,
is
so
he going to
listen-
blame Marsha next? Is that...
Marsha. Eddie, where you at, Eddie? Get in here. All right, let's introduce who's with us. We got Jimmy,
What's up?
we got Big Dub, and we got Simon.
HWO!
The
alive?
HWO is currently 3 deep. I don't know
Yeah, where's Kenny?
where Kenny's at. Where's Bake?
The-
We got Shake. We
The
need
original outsiders, me and Kenny.
Listen, that's Nolan Hash here, buddy. Relax.
Hall and Nash.
Johnny can't make it. John's working. He said so. He's
Okay.
listening, but he's working.
No, we took it over.
Likely excuse.
You hear that, John? They're calling you out. All right, guys. Maybe if Kenny comes later, he'll pop on. I feel like Kenny's shy. Kenny doesn't like mic time.
Oh, so he's one
good.
of those socially anxiety people. If he's with more than 5 people, he flips out.
I didn't say that. I just said, I feel like,
You insinuated.
I think Kenny's a little camera shy, man, all right, guys. So let's start talking a little bit about Dynamite. Real quick, any of you guys want to? Oh, number one, let's get this out of the way. Completely forgot about this. I did not watch Elevation and Dark because it turns out Elevation is Dark and Dark is Elevation, and what the fuck is the point?
I did want to talk about that a little bit, actually. It's like, yeah, because originally I thought that Elevation was flat out replacing Dark, because normally Wrestling Inc., E-Wrestling News, they sometimes will, a couple of days in advance, they'll give you the lineup of what the matches are going to be. And at the normal time that we would get the lineup for Dark, we got the lineup for Dark Elevation and 0 for Dark. And the Dark lineup didn't come up until the morning or the afternoon of Tuesday. So all of a sudden, I was like, well, what the hell are they going to do? And I decided to sit through it again and have it in the background during work. And it is literally the same show, but different hosts, different commentators. It's Big Show and Tony for, night 1. And then you got the normal Excalibur, Taz, etc. for night 2. It is a waste of programming. Complete waste of programming. I don't get what they're doing. I don't understand what they're accomplishing by just having a duplicate show. And on top of that, I mean, this is the first time I've ever heard Big Show on commentary, and he was a mess. He actually did say that one of the matches with Big Swole, he literally said, Big Swole is selling the knee. He actually used kayfabe language. He says she's selling the knee. And my jaw dropped when I heard that. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on Dark Elevation being the clone of Dark.
I had high hopes that they were going to finally break this off and do something where it would have a little more storyline. And I did see they tried to put the Kenny and what's that fucking guy's name? Seidel.
Oh yeah.
Thing. Tony Khan decided he had to show his face finally, which I'm fine with. I know people are going to give him shit for that, but for me it was like the whole point I felt was to have a secondary show that you can kind of build storylines around, and they shit the bed. They just turned it to Dark, regular Dark again. It's like, I don't need 2 Darks. I don't need 2 shows 2 days in a row, 4 hours worth of squash matches.
Yeah.
Useless to me.
Yeah.
With no story. Useless.
I've got
actually-
a different opinion. Gum Dubs, gum.
Let's go, boys.
No, I was going to say that, I bet Paul didn't do any pre-shows, leading up to Elevation. That's why he sounded overexcited and over everything. That's why he messed up a lot.
Yeah.
And, went kayfabe. Plus, he still has WWE stink on him, so he probably was used to the Michael Cole school of broadcasting. Ugh.
Yeah.
And then
even Jim Ross still got WWE stink on him.
Yeah, that's true. And then I really thought they were going to do the QT Marshall Lee Johnson storyline on Elevation.
Yay! I mean that's what they did on Dark, though.
Right, they did that on Dark, and then they moved it to and then I don't know what they're doing with him on Dynamite. He doesn't need to be on Dynamite. Put him on Dark and put him on the Elevation.
Yeah,
you could build that Elevation around that storyline.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want that's not the kind of storylines I want on Dark either. I don't think he's even he's low tier to me. I would like more mid level guys currently, like Jungle Boy and say Penta. Just say Penta. You know what I mean? Like building stories in that term, where it's more middle of the road guys that are on their come up, where you can build actual storylines for them leading into pay-per-views and shit, and still keep Dynamite with the main stories.
I think that Elevation should be used for Jungle Boy just to get reps on a mic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against it. I think they were using Dark for that for Sammy, and it's definitely a good opportunity to get reps for a lot of these guys on the mic and such. So what do you have to say, Simon? What was your take?
Yeah, I reckon if you compare Elevation this week and Dark this week, Elevation was a lot of the young guys, the people who should be with AEW, who need something to do. If you look at the Dark lineup, most of those people need to be cut and shoved off, and there was really a real definition. So, on Elevation, you had Powerhouse Hobbs, Tay Conte, Jungle Boy, Max Caster, Mike and Matt Sydal, Big Swell, Abaddon. A lot of the kind of new breed of people who would be really big in 5 years' time.
But who are they taking on?
But I mean, Jungle Boy was Danny Limelight. Danny Limelight's having a mini push.
That's fine. But Danny Limelight's Danny Limelight. I want Jungle Boy in a new program with another person at his level, elevating both of those guys. I don't want Jungle Boy wrestling Danny Limelight, who's got a little shine on him, but is still not even signed and is just an indie talent.
But if you then compare that with AEW Dark this week, you had people like Chaos Project, Gun Club, Maddie Vanetsky, people who really Jack Evans, who has no place on the show. So that's kind of for me the divide this week is they are both crap shows with complete one-sided matches. It's just Elevation was elevating people who needed to be elevated, whereas Dark was the people who, quite obvious, Tony Khan doesn't want to cut because it's a lockdown, because it's a pandemic, but actually the second the pandemic disappears, probably will cut them or needs to cut them.
Yeah, I'm of the like, I get what you're saying, but I'm of the mindset that the show should have a reason. There should be a reason to watch a show, not just to watch a bunch of squash matches 2 nights in a row, 4 hours total television. You know what I mean? Like, if one of them was story based, I'm in.
Well, of course, we had Maki Ito on Elevation, and I mean that's the highlight of any show.
Yeah, main event. I get it. They always do. I mean, they were 2 very good main eventers, so that was good. Jimmy, what's your take? Alan, go ahead, real quick.
No, go ahead. I want to give Jimmy a chance to talk.
No, I mean, I honestly, this week I didn't watch either. I really didn't have I'm going to wait a few episodes until, Elevation, because I think they just kind of threw something together. Just because I feel like here's what I feel. I feel like they were like, okay,
I'm not in Burbank. That's not the bikers at the tattoo parlor.
Are you walking down the highway hitchhiking? Like, what's going on?
Wait.
This ain't the 70s, bro.
Where's your Bruce Banner backpack?
What is going on over there?
Does somebody have an open window?
Not me.
Not me.
Okay, that is weird. It's definitely not me.
Is it? Are you sure?
Positive. I'm not in Burbank.
You might have to yell out, "Ma, shut the window."
Shut the window.
Where's the ZD this week?
Scampy this
I mean, that's
shoot, Scampy! Now we're getting fancy.
I reckon that's got to be the motor in Alan's broadband router.
Hey, you notice all 3 of them said it's not me. It's not me. Nobody wants to fess up to being in a biker gang, the pagans and shit.
That did get
fucking.
I was in a biker gang. I'd be the dude that admits it.
One of these guys is into pagans, and we don't even know.
Oh, dude, I'd own that shit.
Oh my god, that was brutal. And now I'm
Now
getting
you got
feedback.
feedback.
Who's got no headset on?
3 of the guys here doing it. The whole HWO doesn't. Oh no, actually picked up his earphone. So yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
All
guilty. I couldn't get my shit to work.
Oh my! You were working fine, Jimmy.
Right.
I don't know where the fuck we were.
I did have one
Oh.
little thing of hope in Dark that had me so happy, and that was where you're finally seeing cracks in the relationship between Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. I was just like, thank God, break these up already. I was so happy.
They're a non-factor to me anyway. But
Joey Janela is actually quite good, but he's
He is. He needs to be on his own.
Exactly right. He's so buried being with Sonny Kiss.
I'm with Jimmy. Well, no, I'm not with Jimmy. I get what Jimmy's saying, and I can give them a couple days. However, when you boil it down, they've had this in their mind apparently for a while. If he could come up with 8 weeks of television in one night, he can come up with a very good first show a month in advance.
Easily.
So I don't want to hear that. Oh, they probably just threw it together. I don't want to hear that.
Here's where I'm going to disagree with you.
It's Jimmy.
No, it's not me. No way.
Every time he talks, that sounded like the Biker Boys biker gang. So this is like that he's part of the Rough Riders.
You're best friends with DMX?
He went from the pagans to the Rough Riders.
If it was me, I'd own it.
Oh, yeah. Now he's a dirt biker.
What the hell is that?
One of these guys is trolling. I get it. This is the HWO. I get it. Go ahead, Jimmy. Finish your statement. Your own guys are stepping over.
I'm disheveled.
Are you going red and black?
I'm beside myself.
Are you going red and black now? Are you going to split from these guys?
I'm about to have to wolf pack it up here. No, I think honestly though, how can you really have something like that when you? As much as everybody gets on the WWE's roster, dude, how deep is their roster?
Yeah.
But here's the thing with the roster. I mean, Tony took on different areas of promotions that are still not up, and he's putting them on Dark. Now with Elevation, they should split it to where Dark is just those independent contractors.
Exactly.
And showcase them to get them jobs for these promotions that are up and running in Texas, Mississippi, Florida, wherever. But they don't do that.
Yeah.
And why are both shows 2 hours plus? That's what
I found that interesting. I found that interesting because Monday they competed with the first hour of Raw.
They did. But yeah, it was literally background for me.
I'm fine with 2 hours per day. I don't have to watch all 2 hours. It's YouTube. I can watch it whenever I want.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with it.
Well, it's more than 2 hours of the same thing, of the same content.
Right.
If it wasn't that, you're right. If Elevation and Dark were 2 different shows entirely, I'd be fine with it being 2 hours each. I completely agree.
Right. It's like Dub said. It's that should be for indie guys, and Elevation should be to do some mid card, lower level stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Simon's raising his hand.
Simon's.
I'm being polite. I'm trying to do it in a
That's pretty good.
manner.
Wait, you can raise your hand on this?
Yeah,
thing?
You could raise your hand. That's pretty good.
Raise your hand.
But
I can't even.
the reason I raised my hand.
Hands right now.
That is funny.
Because we have 2 hours of Elevation on Monday, 2 hours Elevation Tuesday, actually 2 hours Dark Tuesday. But remember, there's also BTE on a Monday, Sammy Guevara's blog on a Tuesday, which some of the storylines cross over into the show. And then we're going to potentially get another hour on TNT later on in the year. So at some point, there's going to be 6 hours plus AEW.
Yeah, but I don't count those vlogs as part of the show. Do they do stuff based on the show? Yes,
I would watch
but
BT
it's to
above
me.
Dark.
Yeah, right. But to me, it's not actually Dynamite stuff. It's just it's not AEW official stuff. It's just stuff that is extra side content, and of course it bleeds in because they're in the backstage area filming this stuff while at Dynamite and such.
I think BTE is a little bit more official, considering it's the EVPs.
Yeah, but they don't. They listen. They take stuff from Dynamite, but there's no real official crossover of BTE and AEW. They cross over only in the fact that that's where they film it, and they try to play into what's going on TV on their show.
Yeah, but what about the lawnmower? That was from BTE.
Yep.
The who?
The lawnmower with Hangman.
And the whole Dark Order.
And let's not forget, the entirety of John Silver's character is pretty much from BTE.
Right. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that all right, people take it from BTE and he's gotten popular and they've elevated him on Dynamite because of it. But it doesn't mean that they cross over in terms, because John isn't necessarily as goofy as he is on BTE. BTE is like a over-the-top slapstick shits and giggles type of show, where AEW doesn't bring that full feel to the you know what I mean? Like the Dark Order doesn't bring that entire feel to the show. Does the BTE segments help Dark Order on Dynamite? Yes, the fans enjoy their little side stick that's not official, and they start rooting for them on screen. You get what I'm saying? There's of course there's crossover, but it's not official crossover, and it's not like they're totally bringing that into Dynamite. They'll bring characters getting their props and then bringing it over, and it carries into Dynamite. But it's not like I don't know how to really explain it, but that's the best I could explain it like.
Yeah, it's not. I guess canon is the storytelling term. Really, it's not necessarily canon. Yes, like you said, there are things that bleed over from BTE, like concepts will bleed over, but it's not canon in the sense that if you're not watching it, you're not missing anything. Right. If you're watching Dynamite in a vacuum, you have all that you need to know for watching AEW.
Right.
So.
All right. Let's move on from all this bullshit and get to the show itself. We'll start off with Cody and Penta. For me, I liked it. I didn't like that Cody ran through every finisher at the end, and then they were all kicked out of, and then he gets a quick roll-up pin. I thought that's kind of fucking stupid. Yeah. And, Gun Club is right there. Penta's attacking him after the match. Gun Club is right there. They wait till Dustin comes out of the back to then finally jump the cage, the guardrail, and come in and help. And again, as I've been saying week in and week out, again, the heels keep losing. The heels keep losing. This is not how wrestling is built. Wrestling is built on the babyface getting beat down by the heels nonstop and finally getting the get back to end the program. I don't understand where wrestling changed. Again, I haven't been around for fucking 20 years, but when did wrestling change from the baby faces win everything? There's a term, the term heat. There's a reason there's a term heat. You get heat on the baby face.
Tweeners have ruined wrestling.
Yeah, there's tweeners. I get that. I don't mind some tweeners, but
everyone's a
tweener.
tweener. That's a problem.
But right here, there's no tweener. Cody's a face. Penta's the heel. So Cody should not have won this. Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's one match after they have their little thing, and that's it. Is that the blow off? Was this just like a one match thing? I want to see a nice program with these guys. I was souped up.
I thought too. I thought after last week's promo, after Penta, pissed him off, he mentioned his baby, and then they got into the big pull apart. I thought that they were starting a whole program. And I agree. And not only that, but Penta, really did a good job getting a lot of heat on himself to the point where you kind of expected that he probably would win and set up an actual story. I agree that this is it. If this is one and done, what the hell were you doing with Penta? That's a complete waste of that character.
He murdered that
Yeah.
promo last
Yeah.
week. Just killed him.
Exactly.
And they could
And
do
he looked
so
like a
much.
badass.
Yeah, they could do so much with him with that promo with the translator with him. I can't remember his name. There was so much potential killed in one match, and yeah, Cody didn't need to win it. There's no reason for him to
He
win
didn't
it.
need to win.
Doesn't progress anything at all. It just wrecks something what he started.
Cody Cena.
100%.
They
Cody
sensibly
Cena.
That's that. I say it every week on my show, and I get yelled at for it. But it's Cody Cena.
Yeah. I mean, they simply use this as a vehicle to promote QT going heel.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, again, why is this, like, at the end, why did they need that little
Right.
part?
It wasn't even necessary.
We already know he's a fucking, we get
Yeah.
it. He already did 12 things. Like,
Yeah.
did we need this too? You know what I mean? Did he have to get every single guy and fuck over every single guy, and Cody being the final guy he fucks over? Is he going to fuck over Brandy and not go to the hospital when she gives birth? Like, what is that, like the final stage? Like, what are we doing?
The seven
gonna have a camera
stages
there?
of heeldom.
Yeah. He hits every person. First Dustin, then he fucks over Lee Johnson, then he fucks over Cody. Then they're going to have a camera, and Brandy's going to be like, QT, I need you here for my birth. And she's going to be screaming in labor, and he's going to no-show, and they're going to put it on TV.
Is this going to be an
Market
episode of
cap.
Shot of Brandy? I'm
No, no.
just curious.
What would be even better if the
there you
baby
go.
turns out to be QTs?
There you go. That's even better.
That's actually,
That actually, I could actually get
that would
involved
be.
with this.
I would forgive everything they've ever done if they did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I kind of would be in on that. Yeah, that was a good fucking call right there. I didn't even come to my mind, but that's
I thought the baby was going to come out with the neck tattoo.
maybe the baby comes out. It's just Marco Stunt.
I'm curious as the
Oh, Jesus.
I'm curious. Does the kid get a longer pyro entrance than Cody? I'm just
Probably.
Talking about that, we did miss talking about -1 with 10 at the end of Dark, when 10 was covered in blood with -1 in the ring, which was a
Yeah, I heard
proper
about that
dodge.
yesterday.
Proper
a lot
dodge.
of heat for that, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I heard they edited it too. They took it down and put it back up because they didn't want the blood with the kid in the ring. I guess YouTube, and kids are really protective now.
Yes.
So apparently they took it down and edited out that part. Who knows? But yeah, that was. I'm loving the shit they're doing with Brodie Jr. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fun. All right, so next up we get Bucks with a promo. Matt actually, you heard last week my rant. I mean, I fucking hate.
You
Matt
even
Jackson.
clipped it.
I did. I hate Matt Jackson. Like, he actually sounded pretty fucking good in this promo.
No, I live with my mom. Yeah. You hungry? Hey, Mom!
Someone's watching Wedding Crashers.
Someone's trying to have a soundboard.
Hey, Mom! Get some meat loud! Chance, I think
Oh my god. So I was surprised. It was surprisingly good. I got when I ripped Matt Jackson, I gotta also give him props. He finally sounded fucking decent. Yeah. Then Callis comes out and he tells him, he says, why don't you look in the mirror? He basically, you guys really think you're elite anymore, and I like it. I really like this promo all around. I like Callis putting that little doubt in their minds, and they come out later in the show, obviously, and turn down, the Bullet Club 2 sweep. But I really think that's just in between, because I think it's too soon to turn down and take such a great promo and premise by Callis and blow it off at the end of the show.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to slowly build in the Bucks, and they're going to slowly get back to trying to do that heel shit again and turn full heel. I don't know why they gave up on it. I don't know why they were doing this tweener heel good guy shit and just completely just threw it in the trash. But now it's probably where they're going to end up going with it coming up down the road. So I really like that promo.
Yeah, no, it was a surprise. It was I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. It is a little really weird what they've been doing with that team, because you thought that once they all gave the two sweet that, okay, they're heels. That's it. It's over. And they haven't really truly pulled the trigger yet with it. So
I wonder if this is just a slow burn to Bullet Club America versus Bullet Club Japan.
100% is. 100% is.
Probably.
And I'm all for it. I think that'd be amazing.
that would be pretty good.
I mean, they did the NWO Japan and USA, so.
Mm-hmm. I'm with it.
I'm down for it.
What about you, Jimmy? What's your take on this promo?
I'm not a Bucks fan, so.
That should be another clip. I'm not a Bucks fan. I need to get
Milwaukee hates you.
Yeah, right. I need to get a little soundboard here.
Can't do it. That's filler moment for me.
Isolate that. What's the time?
Alan needs to come out with his famous 2 balls in a nutsack quote.
I clipped it. I definitely did clip that. So. All right. Next up, we get Jade Cargill versus Danny Jordan. Short and sweet. The belly to back, man. That was a little scary. It looked like she literally landed on her head.
She did land on her. She landed on her head or her neck. That looked really, really bad.
Yeah, I was a little nervous there.
Yeah, she's hopefully okay. But Jade is looking very impressive.
Yeah, Jade looked good. It's only her second match, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right.
She looked good.
I think, yeah, she looks incredible. She's very green, and my worry is that they might end up pushing her too hard too quickly, based solely on how she looks, rather than she's probably the best looking female wrestler in terms of looking mean and looking like she could do it since China.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Dub?
She needs Tessa or Camille from the NWA, which they have a pay-per-view in like 10 minutes. 12 minutes.
Camille would be amazing.
Here, I gotta watch some real wrestling.
Oh my god!
No one cares about boring Nick Aldis and his 15 million days undeserved NWA championship.
Wait, Nick Aldis is from about an hour up the road from me.
Yeah, Mr. Nick Aldis.
Yeah, exactly. That says all we need to know.
In a droplet.
That's all we need to know, Simon. You just laid it all out right.
It's Aaron Stevens playing.
So
he's 15 minutes down the road from fucking Simon.
I thought he was in Virginia with his wife.
There you go. I'm just kidding, Simon. We love you.
I'm gonna cry off this.
All right, now here's a good one. Too bad Kenny's not here. We get MJF and the crew out there for the promo. Tully cut a great fucking promo right there. MJF cuts a great promo as well, basically laying out every guy. The weird thing about this promo was he says, "We're coming for your locker room." Like, literally, that's we're coming for your locker room. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't know why they would even put that in there, and they actually did end up going and taking their locker room, which was kind of weak. I don't know. Basically, they are now the Pinnacle. I like the name. I'm with it. And I just didn't understand. Out of all that great fucking shit that they did, they're coming for your locker room first. Like, okay.
I would think blood and guts at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, somebody said that. Was that you last week, Alan? Maybe one of you guys mentioned it. That's probably going to be the.
That's a good idea.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But when I think the Pinnacle, when I think the Pinnacle, I don't think Sean Spears. Just throwing that out there.
The Pinnacle is a good name, but they had the prime opportunity to go with a Horseman, and I'm not 100% sure why they didn't.
Too many people.
I think that they just... I think people were expecting it so much. I think that's why you might be let down, but I'm fine with them not using a Horseman name. It's almost like let it be what it was and let it stay where it is. And they could have just been the Horsemen. They didn't have to be the 4 Horsemen.
Right.
You know, they could have played off of that with the 5th guy, and the Horsemen have had a 5th guy in the past. But yeah, I mean, would you got like any specific points about this this segment here? And from
I thought the way it closes is great. I like the way he said that, he has another 25 years in the business left, and when it's all said and done, he is going to be the best. And I like that. That was a really nice way to close
I believe him. I believe him. I absolutely believe him. He's so good.
Eddie's in the chat. He won't join us live. He says, "I hear birds chirping." And he goes, great research for this week, Jim. Jimmy's basically just here in spirit.
Well, I'm saving it all for the grand finale.
For the 10-man tag?
The 55-man tag, because we don't have enough TV time, so let's throw everybody on the roster in a tag match.
No, I mean, am I wrong in feeling that, I don't know, the MJF promo was good, but it didn't feel like MJF. It didn't feel like natural.
It was good. It wasn't as good as Tully's.
Hard to follow Tully.
Yeah. But MJF's also a good speaker. But MJF, he's been a little weak, I think, going into that whole run with Inner Circle, in my opinion.
And Big Dub, we're gonna have to talk behind the scenes, sir, because Sean Spears is actually a decent wrestler, and
I like Sean
the Pinnacle.
How many world titles does he have? Oh, that's right, none.
Well, considering where he came from.
How many mid-card titles does he have? Oh, that's right, none.
Where did he come from?
Considering he was... Yeah, exactly. He was dumped where he was from, so it's like, it's fine. He'll build a legacy here.
I was starting to actually get into what he was doing. Nah, I mean, he's older, but, whatever. Is
he 40? Are you serious? He's 40 years old?
Yeah, he's 40. His
40.
birthday was last week, and they said happy 40th birthday to Sean Spears.
Jesus, what is he, 20 years older than his wife?
Probably.
That's the only thing pinnacle about him is who he married.
Yeah.
Oh.
No doubt there.
We're going to get taken down off YouTube. Whoa.
Jesus.
Hey, I said married. I didn't say anything else.
Can't post this on Facebook. You get hate speech.
Oh, I'll send you that later, Bill. You'll get a laugh out of that.
Oh, I've had it, but dude, we have
our
GI Joe group. We have 100 every day. They
just, really?
Yeah.
Remove this comment. Remove that comment.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll move on from this since it doesn't seem like too much more info from any of you guys. Now we get my favorite and everybody's favorite, the 10-man tag. And guess what? I didn't really watch it.
I didn't either.
I have one note. Here's my note.
Okay.
I did see this because it was on, but I was busy fucking around on my phone instead. Maybe adding people to our groups or looking who got their comments taken down by Facebook in our groups. But G.I. Joe Uncensored, AEW Wrestling Uncensored,
AEW
Pro
Uncensored
Wrestling
has all the bots running promo specials for something. I can't even remember what the hell it is. I click on that group like every other day. There's welcome this new member, and it's like, would you like to earn X amount of dollars from home or whatever?
You have to report them so I could take them out. Thank you. Pro Wrestling Uncensored. I mean, just a little promo, for some of our groups
Masters
out
of the
there.
Universe.
Anyway,
and I post to them every day.
Yes, you do. All right. Again, what I saw, the one thing, I've ripped Butcher in the past for his inability to catch wrestlers on the outside when he's supposed to, being a big guy and all. He damn near saved Marco Stunt's life when Bear Country threw him out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I got to give him props where I've ripped him in the past. He's missed every other person that dives on him or is, flipped on him. He's missed every other one except he saved Marco Stunt's life.
Wow.
He might have pulled out every back muscle doing it, but he saved his life.
If he missed Marco's stunt, that would be like a jar of Welch's grape jam splattering on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, Marco was going for a fucking ride.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's first time they've let Bear County, country, whatever bloody name they are, actually have a bit of personality. So now we know they're a little bit heelish. Now we know they don't get on with others. So it's good to see a new team at least have some character to them, and that's pretty much the only bit I took out this match. The rest was pretty crap.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from them. I see bits and pieces here and there, and I'm liking what I see. So.
But they're not all elite yet.
Right. They will be. They're on Dynamite. They will be.
Yeah.
Anybody else, anything on this 10-man they want to talk before we move on?
Get Matt Hardy out of the ring?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
Been saying that for forever now.
I don't know what, like, you can leave him as a manager. I'm fine with that for the most part. But he doesn't need to be in the ring.
No.
Does his name even have brand value these days? I mean, I don't know anybody who tunes in for Matt Hardy. He's nobody's
Especially as
favorite
a singles wrestler.
Exactly right. The Hardy Boys, I get, right? But I've never heard somebody in the last 5-10 years say Matt Hardy's my favorite wrestler.
Well, when he was broken, Matt Hardy, he developed a huge following. I mean, that was different. So, but those days are long gone now.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't have a crowd, so.
No.
And of course, he was meant to have lost all of his money at the pay-per-view, and could have easily now played a poor character or developed that story. But no, suddenly he's just pushed all of his debts to period 2, and the money doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's shit storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
With the shit performer right now who's just done.
Lazy storytelling.
Yeah.
Maybe let him battle Sammy Guevara a few more times, and that'll probably finish him off.
I don't want to hear his wife complain anymore.
It's just quick. It's just like out of nowhere stuff that AEW does. It's just like they shoehorn things here, shoehorn things there, and you're like, where the fuck can we get a little more finesse into this? Like all of a sudden he's got a fucking Butcher and a Blade randomly pop up, and it's I don't know. Just little too, like you said, a little too lazy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we get a Christian promo. Now, I don't give a flying fuck about Christian. Never watch a single Christian match. Just looking at him, I don't like him. But I have to give him props. It wasn't a bad promo. I mean, wasn't awful,
It wasn't. I mean, it was basic Christian Cage. I continue to be of the belief that, I mean, this is not a huge signing. He's somebody who passed his prime long ago. He was always,
I'm with you.
And again, just like, you talk about the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy was always the diamond in that relationship. With Edge and Christian, it was always Edge. Christian had some good runs, but I just don't, I'm not interested in this guy. And especially if he's going to be doing the title run, it's like, why?
God fucking
give me a break. I get it. Fine, he's a big name, but you bring a big name over, and the very first thing you do is throw him into a run with Kenny Omega. It's stupid.
I think it's more like he's gonna make a run towards Omega. I don't think he's gonna have it right now. I think it's just a tease.
Okay. I mean,
because he did say I'm gonna there is a ranking system. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
all out, and besides, the rankings don't matter.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't hate that they have rankings. I just don't. And I hate that people try to hold them at, like, oh, there's a ranking. Like, listen, reality is you can't always have one versus champ. You just can't. It's just, story-wise, it doesn't make for good linear story or storytelling. Alan Miss Pride. I don't know who's trolling, but that was loud. We apologize to our listeners who have their headphones in and their ears are just now blown out. That was as bad as me screaming this week.
What? I can't hear you. What?
Killing their poor ears. All right. So let's move on to the Good Brothers versus Max and Kingston. The Good Brothers attack Kingston on his way to the ring. You get Moxley out there coming in for the save in the pre-match brawl. The match was good. I liked them working over Mox and Kingston at the end. And of course, like I mentioned or earlier, the Bucks come out and are against Kenny attacking Mox when he's about to, with Mox's head trapped in a chair, which I was like, shit, how they gonna play this, because it would look nice if they stomped the chair and he fucking next in there.
Yeah.
But of course, it causes some heat between the Bucks and Omega. They don't do the too sweet, so it's almost like they're not listening to what Callis said, like, you guys aren't elite, da. But I think there's a greater story being told here. I don't think that they would dismiss Callis's great promo this quickly. So I think it's just, for now, they're kind of playing be the good guys, and eventually they're going to turn heel, look in the mirror, and say, we need to be elite again. Yeah. It would be a travesty to take that promo and just throw it away by the end of the show, by middle of the show.
Yeah.
So I found it really interesting that the Good Brothers lost the Impact belts the weekend before. They didn't have them on the show, but nobody addressed it. Nobody mentioned it. Nobody talked about it.
Oh, they did? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they lost them to the New Japan guys, Juice Robinson.
Finn and Juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So they're taking it back to New Japan. But yeah.
That's interesting.
But that they could have talked about that, and that would have really cemented the door opening or whatever they had, the forbidden door opening, or the Impact titles are now going to New Japan, but yeah, they're completely lost.
Hey, is it me or is Impact cucking to AEW and New Japan? Because you know damn well Rich Swann is not leaving with that title.
No.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know they won they lost the titles to a New Japan team. So that's crazy.
But then, of course, Don Callis is doing so much work with AEW, and his contract runs out soon with Impact. So he might end up jumping ship. Tony Khan buys Impact, proper invasion angle.
We don't need it. No.
Yeah,
we don't need that. No, we don't need to buy. We don't. No. AEW already has a big enough roster with all the small little independents on Dark and Dark Elevation and.
I'm not saying there's talent. I'm not saying there's not talent and Impact that I would like on the roster, but I think it'd just be too much, and there's no need, because I don't agree with you own a company and you play an invasion.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous to me. When WWE did the ECW did the invasion of WWE, they were still owned by Heyman, and I liked it. But then you get the whole like WWE FW, whatever the fuck that, people still try to be like, oh well, so and so's a Grand Slam champion. They won the ECW title. No, you didn't. You won the WWE title. It's not an ECW title. 2001 and prior is an ECW title. Anything that after WWF bought them, you're not some Grand Slam champion. You've never held the ECW title. You've never held the WCW title. So you're not you won WWF titles. You haven't won every world title there is.
Yeah.
That's another joke. That's like what'd you say, a canon? That's a WWE canon. It's a WWE mark fucking thought process where nothing exists except WWE.
Right.
And there's a lot of those.
So many. I mean, it's even back when WCW was around, I listened to it, and I was a WCW mark, so. It's like, that's why I fight so hard against WWE, and I don't give a fuck. And people go, oh, love all wrestling. Oh, it's good to have wrestling do good. No, it's not. I want fucking Vince McMahon in the dirt. I've always wanted him in the dirt, and I still want him in the dirt. I don't fucking care about WWE. I don't care about WWE. I never will. And that's that. It's that simple. Of course, there's guys I've liked. I'm Perfect and fucking... Razor and shit. Like, I've had guys, Tatanga, like, I've had guys over there that I really liked, but it doesn't mean that, I still don't want to see the shit buried. So, fuck loving all wrestling. I'm AEW, and that's all I am. I'm WCW, that's all I am.
Jimmy with the two...
for the podcast listeners who can't see the video, Jimmy has just put 2 double fingers up at everybody else.
Mostly at Bill. Give him the double.
I missed it. I
I only like AEW.
Oh my God! Here comes the NWA guy. The guy, fucking NWA's been gone
That's right.
for a year.
I'm actually about to run because I'm gonna go watch some good shit.
NWA.
Do you see this HWO? HWO, he's bailing
They're
on
starting
you
this
guys.
pay-per-view at 4 o'clock?
To be more mindful of the UK.
It's 8 p.m. So
I wonder
watch it.
why that is. Is it because of Mr.
Simon
Droplet?
says.
Or they're trying to get it out of the way before Fastlane starts. That's probably it.
But the Camille,
God, don't remind me.
versus Thunder Rosa match would be awesome.
Wait, who's gonna watch Fastlane?
Unfortunately,
Who's gonna
me,
watch
because I have a
NWA?
show tonight.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
I skipped the hopscotch on Monday, though. Thank God for that.
By the way, Bill is going to actually like this. Let me have a quick minute to mention something. It's not AEW related, but Bill will like this.
Here we go. Happy birthday, Sting.
Right.
Sing it. Sing it. Sing it, you fanboy. Come on.
Happy birthday
more
to
Marilyn
you.
Monroe. Come on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sting.
It's Sting.
Happy birthday to you. It's Sting. All right, go ahead, Alan. I apologize. They forced my hand.
So, WWE Network is basically ending. If you want to continue to watch it, you have to go to Peacock. And I am letting my subscription expire, and I'm just saying, fuck it. I love the old stuff, but right now the way they're working is that it used to be that you can actually go to an event, go to a pay-per-view, and skip over to a match that you would want, or skip over to a segment that you want. Peacock is not going to allow that. If you want to watch a specific segment, you have to watch the whole damn event and just get up to the point you want to see it. I'm done. It's just
do what I do and bum off mates logins instead.
Yeah. And for me, I only had it because I love the classic stuff. I liked watching the old Superstar stuff. I started getting to the Mid-South stuff.
Hey, Simon, pass me one of those.
There you go. But yeah, it's not worth.
Pass me that login.
It's not worth it. So yeah, I'm done. I can't believe
Good. Less money to WWF.
I've been with them since the beginning, but yeah.
Well, Alan, if you have a VPN, you could just keep the WWE Network and just do your
they're
internet
shutting down. They're shutting down. Period. They're basically.
How would I have it in the UK then?
But it's not happening in the UK. It's just in the United States.
You're right. It's only the United States.
So you could get a VPN and just say you're in the UK, and
that's true.
There you go.
That's true.
VPN, more money a month. More money.
I know, right?
This show was sponsored by ExpressVPN.
I like that. I want my money, man. Relax.
Unlike that other place that got hacked, we don't get hacked.
Right.
You owe us money, ExpressVPN. I wish commercials worked like that. We just say shit and we're like, now you owe us money.
Mm-hmm. Popeyes owes us a ton after Friday's show.
All right, so next up we get Sting and Darby promo. Darby actually is out here and he wants to become a defending champ. He actually speaking, which is good. He said he gives a little nod. He gives a nod to Brodie Lee as the greatest TNT champ, which I like. The crowd was chanting. He mentioned he only defended the title 3 times in however 6 months or whatever, and the fans started to cheer. And he goes, no. Maybe approach the promo a little different so the fans didn't cheer, but it still was fine with me. I didn't mind him having to tell the fans no, because it kind of lets them. It kind of shows everyone the fans are behind them, but then he also has the ability to put them on pause and say, no, that's not enough. I need to be a defending champ. So I really dug that. Then, of course, we get, I believe Sting was about to say some stuff, and then, of course, out comes Archer again, interrupting, cuts a little promo, takes some shots at Darby. Then he basically keeps his eye on Sting the whole time, like we thought. It looks like him and Sting are going to have a little program. I don't know. I don't like the way they approach this with the 2 interruptions. There could be a better way. They could have interrupted in a better way. I thought both interruptions were rushed and shoehorned in where they didn't need to be. Then, of course, in the middle of all this, as if it wasn't convoluted enough, we have 20,000-man tag matches, and we have 20,000-man promo build program stuff. Like, out comes Team Taz. Brian Cage takes the mic from Taz, and he starts saying something to Sting. He says, Sting, you are a legend. I do respect you. I don't believe what Stark said. Da da da. And basically he's looking like a face turn, and Taz is all pissed off. Starks is all pissed off, and Cage storms off, and Team Taz runs after him like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm intrigued by it. I'm wondering where it's going to go. Does Cage have a feud with someone in Team Taz? Possibly Starks. I would be down for that. I like Cage either way, a face or a heel. I'm not too upset. So I do think that the whole Team Taz thing had way more burn than they gave it. I think they're blowing off Team Taz way too fast, just when they're kind of getting started. Basically, it was one program, and then they blew it off. So, who knows? Maybe it'll stay intact, and just they're moving Cage in a different direction. Let's hope that's it.
Yeah. Cage and Team staying confirmed.
Right. I'm intrigued also by the turn. However, I just do think that Cage works better as a monster heel. I don't know if he's going to just look weakened, to be a face, and then, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to him for him to do that turn.
I do like that they kind of have moved past the whole Team Taz thing, because, seriously, you have the Elite, you have the Pinnacle, you have the Inner Circle, you have Matt Hardy's fucking
Jungle
Express. Jungle Express, Indie Express. There's just too many factions. So you got to start.
But unfortunately, that's an AEW thing that they seem to be hell bent on doing.
Maybe not. They might. That's what I'm saying. With Team Taz, kind of,
But when they got Team Taz, now they replace it with the Pinnacle. It's like,
I don't slot one out, slot one in.
I think he faces. I think Tony Khan comes out with a fucking Vince McMahon special and has big guy versus big guy.
It's a matter of time, of course.
I think Simon desperately wants to speak.
Go ahead, Simon.
just imagine
the kid in class. Ooh, me. Ooh.
I gotta go pee.
Yes. Just imagine, right? Being Sting, being paid mega money to get on a plane, fly over to Jacksonville, to stand on a stage and say absolutely fuck all. Like, what an absolute waste of time, waste of money. If
not for Sting,
well, not for him,
that's
no, but if it's his name brand and the marketing, then he could at least say something. And there was that one promo where he started to get a little bit sinister, and I thought it was going to go down that road, and it was going to be really good. And just literally stood on a stage and did absolutely jack shit. And I know I'm a Sting hater now. I used to love Sting, but this is really pissing me off.
Dude, Sting is like the Taylor Swift of AEW. Remember that? What was it? MTV Music Awards when
and let me guess, you're the Kanye. And you're the Kanye.
That's Sting. Sting is now Taylor Swift. He's about to say something, and somebody.
And Jimmy is Kanye. Yes.
Every time, like.
You're right. He is like Taylor Swift, and everybody that interrupts him is Kanye.
Yes, that's the gimp. Like, and it's a horrible. It's like, and then they advertise it on TV for the next show. And next week we're gonna hear from Sting. No, the fuck we're not. You're gonna get 3 words and somebody's going to interrupt him. And dude, again, as much as I shit on Bill and all in good fun for being, I'm a huge Sting fan. That's again that when that
breaking kayfabe.
When that happens, it's either a piss break or a beer break for me because I already know what's going to happen. I'm not going to miss anything.
They definitely are doing it wrong.
Jimmy's selling his love for Sting, as Paul Wright was saying.
He broke kayfabe. He broke kayfabe.
Me and Bill are about to turn into Eddie and Mox.
Well, Jimmy, I'm disappointed.
Next show, we're going to be sitting at a bar together.
Jimmy, I'm disappointed. You should have joined Bill in the birthday song in that case. What the hell?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Happy birthday to you.
No, that happened. You didn't. For the viewers who didn't get to see my video, that's where I actually got up and I got myself another beverage.
I don't blame you with my singing. I had the dogs in the back here fucking howling.
Hey, you just woke your girlfriend up, didn't you?
Yeah, I basically woke up everybody's dogs listening to this podcast. They're all howling. All right, so let's move on. We have Phoenix versus Angelico. I love Phoenix, but I did not watch it. So have at it, boys.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was short. I was hoping for a longer match, but it was a lot of back and forth. Phoenix basically got a victory roll for a 2 count. There was a reversal into another 2 count. A lot of back and forth with it. Phoenix got Angelico on his shoulders. He had the knee to the head, and he got the sit-down pile driver. It was a pretty good match. It was short. It was really short. I want to see more out of Phoenix. Like I do want to see longer matches so that he can be showcased a bit more. So
to remind me, because I've done no research in tribute to Bill and Alan. To remind me of what went on, I've got a tab on my screen right now. What has a bit of a write-up on each matches, right? And every match is probably a good 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paragraphs. And then we get to this match, and this is Angelico versus Rey Fenix. Phoenix wins with set-out pad driver, and that's it. That's all what's written about it on the e-wrestling news.
That's how lazy my notes
It was quick.
I didn't want to take notes, so I said didn't watch, and I basically didn't watch, so I just went on Facebook or something and scrolled around.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a slow match.
Rey is incredible. Rey is so good.
He definitely is. What'd you say, Dub?
I thought it was a slow match. It was nice to see a different side of Rey with Angelico with the submission-based style. It was a nice contrast for Rey to combat. Because you're used to seeing the high-flying stuff, not the submission stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he needs, though. They can't put him in 500 million. If you keep doing that all the time, what's his shelf life going to be? What, the next 6 months, if that? I mean, how many AEW's been around? What, a year and a couple months? Like
2 years.
3 months?
2019, January 1st.
Wow, there you go.
TV started October 2nd, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
somebody's done research.
So a year and I'm talking about TV wise.
TV wise, it's been a year and some change.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, you can only. I mean, could you imagine that? You've only been on that long, and this guy has put on so many decent matches, but the moves that he's constantly pulling. I mean, what was it? Was it last month? I'm trying to remember the match they had. I remember we were talking about it on the podcast. Like, dude, he's gonna break his fucking neck.
Oh, yeah.
It's just.
Well, he had that dive on the outside where he completely just missed everybody and landed on his back on the concrete.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. They need to put him in these. I mean, they're not the best matches, but he needs to be in matches like this for his own sake. The guy is more of a high risk, high flyer than even Jeff Hardy was.
Yeah.
So,
but you got to realize he also did all that high flying stuff in AAA.
Yeah, but he's also getting up there. You got to protect. One thing I have noticed about AEW, minus a few botches here and there, as they do try to protect their wrestlers.
Well, he had that move, what I think he's still doing, when it's kind of like a tope suicida, but kind of leg first, and then he ends up banging his ass on the top of the rail.
I love
yeah,
that.
it's an awesome move, but how dangerous! It's got to hurt. Like every time I watch it, I'm just like, fucking hell, Phoenix, come on, you need your legs.
All right, let's move on. We get the Miro and Kip promo. We know everybody's waiting for this one. So,
this is the story that just won't fucking end. Between this and Matt Hardy, it just won't end.
And I want to love Kip so much because I saw he was a resident at my local indie show. I've seen him hundreds of times live. I want him to do well, and I suppose he is. He is married to Penelope Ford, so he is doing well. But in wrestling, it's terrible.
Does he live 10 minutes from you too? Also,
he lives in the same town as Nick Aldis used to, Norwich.
Oh, so 10 minutes from you.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doomed.
Saying? What is this?
Absolutely doomed.
What is this saying? Anyway, they're still teasing the split. I'd be good if this turns out to be an amicable split between the two, but they're kind of angling that way. But it's probably not going to end up like that. It's probably going to be something where they end up having a program against each other eventually.
Is there ever an amicable split in wrestling? I don't think I've ever seen it.
No, but I'd be fine with it. I'd be fine with it. Maybe like
Thank
they
God
just kind
Bill
of.
is not right for the show.
No, what I'm saying is I can see them going, listen, this just ain't working, so we're gonna split you guys up, but we don't have to necessarily do it in an aggressive manner where you guys hate each other. It's obviously leading that way because he did push what's the name into Penelope, so it's leading there. It's just a matter of how and when. But I wouldn't be against an amicable split.
Yeah, okay. Like, I love you, dog. I love you too, man. Right in the middle of the ring.
It'd be like Miro saying, Kip, I think you've done a wonderful job. And then Kip turned into Miro going, Miro, I think you've also done a wonderful job. Okay, bye.
But I don't think what I mean by amicable is like how they just ended that with that promo. That's it.
Right.
Like they can just go their separate ways. Like, you know what I mean? But obviously they're gonna still have this.
But they're still not done the stag do, have they? We still need that stag do.
Right. Kip says we're definitely taking it, but Miro kind of said we're not. So I think that's where the non-amicable split's gonna happen. So next up, we failed to mention that during the Darby promo, he mentions he'll give Dark Order an opportunity to take that belt back home with them, again to honor Brodie Lee. So now we have the Dark Order promo about the Darby challenge. I love that, like in this promo, you have Brodie Jr. crawling out from under everybody, going, "Hey, it's gonna be me," you know. It's gonna be me, and then they kind of just like, and then of course they all put John Silver up as the opponent, which I guess I'm all right with. I mean, Silver's kind of the hot hand right now, so I'm with it. You know, it'll be a fun match.
Yeah.
And why is he the hot hand right now?
But they could have put Adam Page up.
Okay, because of being the elite. Fucking call back my ass. Jesus Christ. It does. Whatever. Son of a bitches. Oh my god.
When's the next Invasion show?
I'm waiting for these guys to invade my show.
It'll happen. I already
Your show is on after these other
10:15. 10:15. We go for 45 minutes.
We are old men.
I'm in bed.
We are old motherfuckers, bro.
No, but I'm up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning.
So am I.
I go to the gym, and then I go to work. And then I got to make sure I get my kid to school.
I invaded the chat.
Once.
Yes, once. I got to be honest. After Dynamite, I kind of just want to like wind down before I go to bed.
That's kind of what I do too now. Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
what. That's why we don't do the show.
Or
after.
I'm still
that's Why
working.
we don't do our
Dubs,
show after.
maybe you should follow the NWA and put your show on a reasonable time for the UK.
I'll take it under advisement.
No, honestly, that's why that's why we don't do the show on Wednesday night after the show. We kind of just let it settle. We do it on Sunday because we're both free. Yeah, it is.
Hell, I sometimes don't even get to watch on Wednesday. I usually have to watch the next day because I'm still working. But yeah.
Hey Dubs, has your show ever been top 10 in the Philippines?
No, we were number 1 in the Philippines.
Oh, there we go.
No, but I have 7.6 K on a video.
There you go.
They do.
That's pretty good.
They do. Shout to them. Our highest is like 200. So
Hey,
listen,
hey,
I will.
Well, you know why, though?
I will
you know
preface
why?
this
It's all those
they-
cameo fillers that they shove in there before the video starts.
Molina and Thea
Hey.
can't be wrong with
Hey.
it.
I will also say that they do WWF stuff, so that also helps them because there are so many WWE marks out there.
Massively. I would love for you guys to come in just so we could get some more viewership on AEW.
And shit the bed on the shit all over the AEW WWE marks.
Oh,
Hey, you know what, Dubs?
Yeah.
I've got a week off work from the 29th, which means I can stay up to like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. after Dynamite. I come and join you.
Let's
For
go.
1 week only.
1 week.
It's a special.
Special attraction. 1 week
If
only.
you advertise and say Sid Eats Grubs will be in attendance.
Simon says 1 week only.
The musical food eater extraordinaire, Sid Eats Grubs, Sid P, in attendance.
So Simon, what do you DJ? What do you make music? You produce music? What do you do?
I'll throw up a video later on, but I'm actually an MC of all things.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. My bad. We need an intro. I mean, we need an intro out.
That would be good, actually. Yeah.
I mean, who do we know that does music? I mean,
James, do you do music?
I'm just saying. All right. Any of you guys got anything else on this Dark Order segment here?
It filled a purpose.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Perfect.
I mean, look, all joking aside, like as much as I love John Silver, I wish Hangman would have been a part of Dark Order officially.
To take that match.
Yeah, and because I do feel that title needs to quote unquote come back home. I think that would be a big and not only that, but I mean it would be huge. I mean it'd be a big pop for a lot of people, and I think it would mean a lot. I mean, if the only other person that I would consider really is if he wasn't as green as 10. I think 10 would make a great fucking AEW champion down the line.
Don't be surprised if Silver shocks the world. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I mean, dude, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've watched a lot of his indie shit. I've seen a lot of it. The guy can wrestle.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he takes it, I'm not against it. I'm really not. I'm just saying for conventional wrestling purposes, it's not the guy that you want to have. Now, for me as a fan, I mean, viewers can't see. I'm rocking my Brodie shirt today. I'm all for it because, dude, Silver can fucking wrestle. He's just not your convenient. He's. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's even fucking shorter than
Layla Hurst.
Jericho is.
Marcus Stunt.
No, he's got to be taller than Marco Stunt.
Yeah.
By a little
but
bit.
Shit's
okay.
big.
Is Layla Hurst taller than Marco Stunt? Because she's tiny.
I think they might be the same size.
They might be. I think they're the same height.
Look, I got to point something out too, guys. Another reason why I'm watching this whole NWA shit is it does have some ramifications for the future of AEW because Thunder Rosa is wrestling Camille tonight for #1 contendership for the NWA belt. I think that outcome of that match will give us some insight as to what's going to happen down the road for Thunder Rosa.
Mm.
I mean, I would love to see Camille in AEW. I mean, she's similar to Jade Cargill, has just an incredible look.
I think it's possible. Anything's possible now. The Forbidden Door, he's in business.
Yeah, exactly. They're all one big thing at this point. It doesn't. It's true, I guess. Anything there could be.
Who's got the fucking old timey screen door going?
That's me. Sorry. Yeah.
Scampy! Get the Scampy!
Got Lurch coming out of there.
Yang.
Good evening.
Here's your Scampy, Alan. Oh shit!
Oh, here comes a biker mice from Mars again.
Maybe it's Taker. Maybe the underbiker's here.
That's Alan's mark. Get on her bike.
How many times since Alan's been next to the router has he fucking just broke down? It's probably like every show.
It is probably every show, yeah.
All right. Let's cap this son of a bitch off with the main event. Rosa versus Baker. Okay. Ladies bleeding. I put capital letters yes. I loved it. Britt's blade job was incredible. Yeah. She was leaking. Mm-hmm. The only thing she did wrong was when she first started bleeding, she just kept her face down instead of lifting her head, letting the blood flow. Yeah. And she also did way too much wiping of the blood away from her eyes. It didn't hurt because it still was crimson masked up. Mm-hmm. Her hair was soaked. It was fucking bleeding great. It looked fucking amazing. Oh my fucking God. All I gotta say is the tacks, the table spot, the blood, the match wasn't too sloppy. It was a little like sloppy, but it was a meant to be sloppy type of match. I really was impressed. Shout out to Britt Baker for taking that tack bump. The scary part is she almost still did the I'm lost moment where she rolls around the ring and rolled in more tacks. She wasn't lost, but she rolled around in them a lot longer than I expected her to get to the next position. Thank God she isn't in the I'm lost rolling around the ring mode. Otherwise, she'd have had the whole bag stuck to her.
She also didn't she put Thunder Rosa in the lockjaw on the tacks?
Yes.
That was
nuts. Both ladies, they fucking stayed in those tacks and kneeling in them and doing it was just crazy. Shout to Thunder Rosa as well. But I mean, I got to give props to Britt just based off the blood and the thumbtacks, and of course Rosa with the thumbtacks. She did blade as well. Not as much, but it looked good on her. You know, it dried up after a while because it didn't keep flowing. The match itself was damn good. The Death Valley driver into the ladder. What's Rosa's move where she tucks her head into and she hit her to the outside through the table. Reba hit the table spot. I mean, this match in general, fucking 5 stars to me. It wasn't. I'm not gonna say 5 stars in terms of ring work. I didn't think it was extra crispy. But it wasn't meant to be. It's supposed to be a brawl. Yeah. They brawled. It had moments where it was a little off, but obviously you could look past it because it's in the midst of all this shit going on in the ring.
Yeah. I mean,
ladders,
Meltzer
tables,
gave it 4.75. It was the joint highest rated females match he's ever rated.
Nice.
I put this on Twitter and nobody responded, so I'm going to say it here because I just want somebody to say I'm funny. But the Britt Baker looked like the cover poster for Stephen King's Carrie.
Oh yeah,
yes,
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean Mick Foley.
They're gonna probably do a T-shirt like that, a Carrie knockoff T-shirt, like they did the Kiss.
Yeah.
Definitely, I should have no-sold you, but that was a good one.
And then
just because you wanted Sean, I should have no-sold you. Yeah, man. I just really impressed. I mean, listen, how often do we see women bleeding?
I don't think we've ever seen it in modern wrestling, to my knowledge.
I don't even
mean,
remember
what's
the
her name
ECW days.
She got hardcore. She got hardweight. What's her name? The man. What's her name?
Oh,
Becky
yes.
Lynch.
Well, that was different. Yeah, Becky Lynch got hardweight.
Right.
That was a complete accident. It was not part of any angle.
Right.
But yeah.
But I mean, and honestly, I mean, I'm not saying Britt is. She hit the right spot with that blade. I mean, if you ever want to blade and have it really mean something, that was the perfect blade.
Oh yeah.
Again, I think she kind of just fucked up a little by keeping her head facing down a little too long, and at times wiping her eyes, which she should have just let it keep bleeding. Other than that, it was amazing.
They turned it into a fucking shirt, and it was like
already
the top fucking shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees or whatever.
Did they knock off Carrie?
Her shirt is number 1.
No, but did they knock it off like a knockoff of Carrie, the show?
No, I think it says role model in the fuck is that? The GTA logo. You know when you're wasted? It's all in the red letters, so they did that role model or whatever. But it was like for that week it was like the highest it was like the highest selling shirt, whatever. And I mean,
yeah.
You know, as far as that match goes, I'm glad they took Reba.
Here comes the rose.
No. I'm glad they took Reba Rebel out of the match.
Yes,
Me too.
I'm with you.
That was necessary.
Because that has been my biggest thing, and I've said it countless times. I would be more for Britt if she didn't rely, like, I get it, you know, like a weak heel thing to do is to rely on, you know, but a lot of people aren't sold on Britt yet. If more people were sold on Britt, back when Flair was the weak heel, but Flair was established. She's not established. Everybody looks at her as she's so green. So for her for them to take her out of it that quickly, and I mean that mask was, I mean, I gave me chills. I was like 70s, 80s blading right there.
Yeah,
she had
I mean,
mask on that
was a gusher.
That was it was just amazing. Yes, I love Rose, but I mean, the ladies match. How many shows in wrestling overall does a women's main event really steal the entire show? I mean, there's only been a handful of them over the past couple of years that have really, and I mean, this was.
Let's be real. This saved the show.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This show was a middle of the road 5.
But I mean, even the tax. The tax was that had to have been the first time the tax been used. I seen it the entire time. I see him. He was fucking with his phone.
So go ahead. The tax.
Yeah,
he just totally ruined your great point.
Yeah,
man.
The tax. I think that's the first time.
HWO red and black.
That's the first time that it's been used in a woman's match, really, right? I mean,
it's got to be.
I don't watch WWE.
Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe FMW, but I don't know. They've had some, but I don't think the women's matches in FMW were necessarily hardcore. They might have had one death match, if I recall, maybe 2, but I don't know if tax were ever used.
And I mean, okay, here's the only Rosa Homer thing I'll say is, you know, as great as Britt was, Rosa, you know, sold her more. Like they work throughout this whole entire story. They work fucking great together. They are, you know, that's the only reason why I'm getting ready to watch this pay-per-view is I want to see what happens with this match, because I wholeheartedly feel that if Rosa loses, I think that there's going to be an AEW contract coming like that.
Right.
I would be surprised if she stayed in the NWA.
You know, I agree with you. I think that I love the NWA. I love the old school feel of it, the 80s feel of it. Like, I was a big Power fan. I'm not whatever a fight subscription costs NWA fan.
$4.99.
We see that fucking veil drop real hard on Jimmy once the money comes out. Hey, all he done was big up NWA, right?
I saw that. I was like, good luck getting casuals.
They're like $4.99. Jimmy's like, fuck NWA. I'm AEW.
Look, and the words of Heath Slater, I got kids to feed, all right? So
I got kids.
I got kids, man.
Hey, I call that, in the words of Kevin Kakura. That's inside baseball. But yeah. I know I popped Eddie with that. Eddie's probably
no idea what you just said.
Yeah. I just popped Eddie with that. I know if he's listening, he popped. John says, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll wait till the biker gang leaves.
Dude,
and,
it's fucking Sons of Anarchy, fucking Belfast, or wherever Simon's at this point.
Underbiker.
Jesus. Oh my goodness. Anyway, John says Cornette ripped AEW for allowing the women to bleed.
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah.
Dude, Jim Cornette, yeah. He ripped AEW for that, yet he's fucking letting dudes his wife.
What,
so.
Yeah, what the hell? What kind of comment?
He rips AEW for everything. He rips AEW for
But
everything.
He wants a job back with Vince, and this is the only way he thinks he can get it.
Yeah, that's
he's not going to hire him.
He's been having a big pop with Penelope and Miro, where he kept calling Penelope a slut or something on his podcast, and Miro basically defended Penelope and said, "Hey, look, you know, if you want to say shit like that, say it to me, say it to my face, and see what fucking happens." And then this week, Jim Cornette's about 55-minute segment of just unleashing on Miro. It was like, really? Like, imagine bumping into Miro face to face, and what would happen there? I mean, Jim Cornette would be crushed.
Wait a minute, Jim Cornette. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. Okay.
But, yeah, Jim Cornette calling Penelope a slut and Miro defending.
No, I know. Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Yeah.
I just I can't get over that Jim Cornette says that, and now they should have let the women bleed. So what? Yeah, what's your? Are you going to be consistent at all?
He's a knob. I've lost any respect that I used to have for him. He's just a plain knob.
He only gains viewership from that over 50 crowd, kind of like NXT.
Yeah, but he's even losing that, and like, and I'm more of a in the over 50 mindset of wrestling, but I mean he's even losing a lot of his listeners because people, you could see it on Facebook. People are just going, just too much at this point, you know.
Yeah.
He wants Vince to hire him, and he thinks this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
To do what? To
get a job.
Yeah, but he's gonna end up having to do exactly what they're doing now, the shit that he hates.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, you can say the same thing about Heyman.
All through the 90s.
You can say the same thing about Heyman when he cut that promo in 2001 about how Vince made wrestling a dirty word. Paul's been complicit with that since whenever Brock came back.
They all are. Of course, they all want money. They all want a job. What is Paul Heyman going to do if he doesn't have WWF? What is he going to do?
Yeah.
Probably go down to Jacksonville and beg to get Brock Lesnar signed.
But if he wasn't if there was no AEW all these years, what was he going to do? Nothing.
Yeah.
His little Heyman Hustle YouTube channel?
Dude, I'm going to say this. Exactly. I'm going to say this about Heyman. Without Brock around, Heyman will cuck to anything that Vince wants.
Sure.
Anything.
Including Mr. Lou Fake Leukemia Boy.
He's gonna puke.
Okay. I'm not touching that one, man. I'm not fucking around with that. That's all you.
Timelines. Timelines. I'm just telling you.
Whoa, that was Big Dub of Covalent TV.
We'll check him out.
Don't hate me, Vince. Don't hate me. I'm already banned from there. I don't care.
But back to the match. Back to
yeah.
So the only
any last words from you guys?
The only thing that could have made that match better is, of course, it was a lights out non-sanctioned match. But they didn't really make a big deal about why it was a lights out non-sanctioned match. If you remember when, was it Kenny Omega and Mox had one, and it was all about Tony Khan going, we just can't put a name to this. This is going to be too violent. We don't, they should have done that and just get a little bit more of a storyline behind why it was a non-sanctioned lights out match rather than just a hardcore match.
Right.
But that's my only criticism because it was just a wonderful match.
Right. I mean, they kind of tried to play up like it was almost like a blood feud where these girls were going back and forth. That Britt attacked her. She, so
that's a hard
all this back and forth. Right. But here's for the story, I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna kind of say from the match side, I can almost guarantee why they decided to go with a hardcore lights out match was to hide Britt Baker's inability to have a good in-ring match, I think. However, it came up fucking sevens, you know what I mean? So I think their confidence in what Britt maybe could do in a normal match pushed them into this, and this was probably head and shoulders above anything that would have ever happened with these two ladies. So I think it was a win-win for AEW. I think it was a win-win for Thunder Rosa and Britt. It was good that Thunder Rosa came out on top. Britt's been losing a lot. She kind of needs to get into a program where she's going to win.
Yeah, because somebody needs to take the belt off of Shida, and Britt is probably one of the few people who could.
She's not ready. She's not ready to hold the title.
Is there? That's the thing.
But it doesn't matter. She's not ready to hold the title. Yeah. She can't carry a green wrestler.
But Shida
Did you see her in that tournament?
Nobody else is there. Shida's time is up now. Somebody else needs to take it on, but there's nobody there.
Unfortunately, that's a position AEW's in. I think Nyla's improved, and I would be fine with Nyla taking the title. Riho's back. Thunder Rosa again might sign. So if you have to go face, you have to. But here's my thing. Britt Baker is not skilled enough to carry that title. She has to be able to wrestle. She can talk, she can't wrestle. If you watch that match where Anna Jay got replaced, go watch that match. It's scary how bad it is. That girl was green,
potentially,
and Britt's green.
If she won the belt,
she couldn't even carry that match.
She could be a cowardice heel and literally do everything she can to avoid having matches and avoid defending it, and that could be all around her character.
Look,
that is an option. But...
You know who's up and coming, and I've liked, and I know Alan is a fucking diehard fan.
Where's Mel? Where's Mel?
Is Tay?
Tay Conte.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tay
Conte for sure.
Tay, they're having her go up against Nyla Rose next week on Dynamite. If she loses again, that's gonna suck. Yeah. I mean,
she's a face.
I don't think. I don't know, but she
is a face,
but she's not. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole Dark Order thing. They're faces, but they're not.
No, they're complete baby faces now. They are 110%
now.
baby faces ever since Brodie passed. That is undeniable.
Yeah.
They got Nick.
Listen.
Okay.
Where's Mel? Where's Mel?
Yeah, where is Mel?
Where's
Allie?
Allie's waiting for Rosemary to show up.
Okay, we know. Allie is dealing with mental health issues. No, you say this every time we bring up Allie.
I honestly think though too. Like I think she's enjoying the ballet. You know what I'm like? Not to say she's enjoying it, but I think she's really settled into that role. So I don't know.
It's a wasted role though. With how she can
such perform. A wasted role. She can do both. She can be there as with them.
Listen here, armchair manager, fucking corny junior. I know you got a thing for Allie. Let's calm it down. You're here.
I don't have it. It's not a thing about Allie. Like honestly, like it's the fact that if you watched her wrestle, and then you see what the women wrestling in AEW has available. And you go, why the fuck aren't they using this woman who can wrestle in really laying in on people.
Yeah.
Like I don't,
But of course, the storyline where she left Impact was she got killed, and now AEW's killing her in AEW. So she's just been killed twice.
I mean, here's the other thing: is what the fuck is that?
What do we have? Like, who is outside and
What's
who's having side
who's
conversations?
watching the afternoon news or some shit?
Is Big Dub's got the PPV on?
No, I'm sitting right here.
I do hear TV in the background, though, yeah.
I don't have a TV on in the background.
Somebody does.
Unmute yourself, Simon. It's Big Dub. Unmute yourself, Big Dub, you son of a bitch. The whole time Big Dub's doing he's doing his own show right now.
Dude, he's got
It was
me.
Big
He's got
It's Big
angle.
Dub.
Somebody
Yeah.
check Hogan
I'm
on
seeing who
TV.
won.
They got some
Muted me.
Asian angle going on right now.
Detective
I
Bill.
muted you to catch who it was. It's been Big Dub this whole time. Good Lord. Big Dub,
Show
turn your TV off.
sabotage.
He's frozen.
Go in a quiet room.
He's frozen.
He's
Stopping me.
trying.
I've
He's
just been sitting on my. I have a TV in this room.
I think we need
Now his
Transformer
internet
for Big
sucks.
Dub.
Yeah, we need a transformer
Just
for
give me
him. Who's he,
just give
Megatron?
me a better internet.
Bumblebee.
GoBot.
Yeah, Bumblebee.
Yeah, he should be a GoBot. Big Dub's not even. He's not even.
Oh, shit.
He's not even good enough for a transformer. He's a GoBot.
Oh,
So, Jim, do we need to boot Dubs out the HWO live on air?
Hey, I think Dubs is basically. I think he's trying to fuck up this show intentionally to get more viewers.
no,
to
okay.
his show.
That is not true
He's
at all.
sabotaging.
We're not
us.
going to
He is
out
sabotaging
of the HWO, but Simon, I think we just found our version.
our Virgil. Dub is Virgil. It's official.
I am not going to be hawking merchandise in the subway.
Oh, shit.
Real quick, John said, speaking of women, is there any news on Statlander? Yeah, has anybody heard anything lately? about her?
She was she's
well,
okay.
It'll be a year. It'll be a year for her ACL. So
She should
maybe
be
all
back.
all out.
Yeah, because I saw, shit, I want to say it was on Instagram. She posted something about it. She's been rehabbing like a son of a bitch, so I mean, she should be back soon.
Good. I know she's been at some of the shows because she's been in some of the vlogs. Yeah.
I know. At one point during her rehab, one of her legs was like 2 inches shorter than the other.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough injury.
Oh, it's on right now, fellas. Me versus Thunder.
What's on the TV? The weird conversation in the background? Biker
Yeah.
gangs? What? Which one?
Dub, what are you watching? QVC?
I live on a busy
We have
road.
this.
What do you
Yeah, I
got?
could tell.
Bum
What,
fights
like,
going on?
Are you
Okay.
sitting on the porch?
Dub
Are you
moved,
sitting on an-
Dub moved to my old
I live
apartment
on a
in San
highway,
Rafael.
apparently. It's 60 here, and everyone's running their motors.
I can hear you over that sweet fucking loud pipe.
Jesus Christ! This guy lives next to a Harley
What are you,
factory.
are you Sturgis?
No, I'm not. in
Is this
Sturgis.
Bike Week?
Thing is, though,
Is it Bike Week?
none of us can actually say that it's not like this on his show because none of us have actually listened to it yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Bill has.
Oh,
Bill.
HWO is crumbling.
They're eating each
We
other.
let them
They're
invade
still
and
they're
they're eating
eating
each
each
other. Oh, this is so great. This is the best. I did listen to the show. This show's good.
Oh, just,
I enjoyed
it. so much cynicism in that. Good. It's good.
I'm gonna come on though, and I'm just gonna open all my windows and turn all my TVs on, and just like completely fuck up their whole shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
It's
my
not
goodness.
intentional. I live in front of a busy street.
Yeah.
I will come.
He's
Their
sitting
windows are
on a
closed.
porch outside.
I'll come on your show.
I'm not sitting on a porch outside.
My upstairs neighbors have all their fucking people over, and you can hear the stopping and everything shaking in my house.
Oh man.
I'll be there.
That's fucking fun. All right. Any last words with this match or anything at all, fellas?
I know we mentioned this offline, but I think the only negative to it really was that this should not have been free. This should have been on a pay-per-view.
You know, I saw that comment. I never got a chance to respond. Look,
in your secret WhatsApp group.
Yeah, it's our secret Facebook chat. You know, that term or phrase gets used a lot with a lot of these big matches. Like, this shouldn't have been free. This has got to be pay-per-view worthy. Look, you know, they got to throw some of these pay-per-view worthy matches on TV because if not, you're going to get the same show week after week after week. And you guys are always, you know, and not just you guys, you know, and or Dub's show, but a lot of these podcasts and shows and all that are always shitting on the product. But when they do throw you a bone, as soon as they throw you a bone, you're like, that should have been on fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah. I don't do that.
No, but I'm just saying.
They just shit on everything instead.
I'm just saying that's the way it should. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get good point taken. Yeah.
You know, you gotta have some decent.
That's wrestling fans in general, I think, is the problem.
No,
mainly WWE.
Because I mean, this excludes Bill. This excludes you a little bit, but dude, look at the Attitude Era. There was a lot of good matches when I would flip. Back when WCW and WWE didn't have the commercial breaks synced up at the same time, there was a lot of good Attitude Era shit on Raw that was not on a pay-per-view.
Well, that was a different time. I mean, everything they were churning out was gold then, so that was a completely different time.
But see, that's an excuse. That's a cop-out right there.
But that's true. Okay,
you're gonna everything they're turning out was gold.
I have to say this. Are you going to compare Attitude Era Raw to AEW?
No, I'm saying that's a cop-out. I'm not comparing, but I'm saying that there was gold matches there, and back then people weren't fucking in an uproar to say, "Hey, it's got to be on a pay-per-view. What are you doing, giving it away for free?" Have you seen some of those videos on YouTube? From house shows?
I think that era. Yeah, no, I agree with you, but I think that era in wrestling was so high energy and so fast paced, and so many people were watching wrestling that they didn't give a fuck. They were just rabid for the crazy.
Or maybe that actually social media wasn't so prevalent back then, so you didn't have every man and his dog bitching about shit online all day long.
Well, you know what's funny?
Exactly,
speaking of social media, you know what's funny is I read somewhere AEW and WWE they're not so much concerned about their television numbers and shit. They're starting to shift towards what their YouTube numbers are. When they're putting these segments out.
Not WWE. They got to appease Fox. They care damn well about that.
No, from Vince's word. No. Vince on the last conference call, because I listened, dear Lord, I listened. He's all about YouTube because someone brought up the question about TV ratings, and he said, well, we're not concerned about that. We're more concerned about YouTube and our 80 million subscribers.
Dub. Alan doesn't do research. Let's just remember that.
I know that.
I'm not a WWE.
I listened to those conference calls. I listened to Stephanie McMahon put.
I don't go that far.
Her foot in her mouth.
I don't go that far, but I just saw.
Because again, I research.
Here's the thing I love about Google is when you search up enough shit. When you pull up Google now, Google does all the research for you. It's all right there in a nice little gift wrap package. So.
Well, if Vince only cares about YouTube, then he is woefully going to be in a bad position once this contract is up with Fox. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I've been saying that since they signed that deal.
Yeah, you cannot sign a deal like that. It's going to be one time. You cannot sign a deal like that and then not care about the TV.
I don't think he does care.
Everything's going digital, man.
No, here's the thing, though. I don't think he does care because, listen, I think he had a I fucked up moment when Fox went ahead and they brought CM Punk on the show, basically giving Vince showing like flexing on Vince, like, yo, we own you. You're our bitch. You know, because you know damn well that Vince was not fucking thrilled that CM Punk was on a WWE branded show. Tony Khan wasn't happy because they wanted him so bad.
Right.
Yeah, I think what's happening there is I think Vince knows that his time's running out, so he's taking as many big money deals as possible. So what was it? X amount of billions off Fox, X amount of billions off Peacock, the crown jewels in Dubai. You know, he's just taking the big chunks of money, knowing that in 3 years, 4 years time, 5 years time, he's not going to be around. He doesn't care about the long term plan anymore.
I think he'll be around. I don't think that. Okay, let me rephrase that. I think WWE will be around. Do I think Vince McMahon will be the face of WWE at that time? I think there's no way, because
when Vince kicks the bucket, that company is getting sold. Guarantee it. This idea that they sold out their network to Peacock is a sign of that. They are selling that company when Vince kicks the bucket.
You think Stephanie would sell the company?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely, in a heartbeat.
I
don't think Stephanie or Shane or Triple H care. They're going to sell the company. They would never have given any rights to Peacock for this network if that was not the long game.
I think here's my thing. I think everything Raw and SmackDown related, yes. NXT, I'm gonna say no, because you see the difference. Yo, what's up, buddy? I hear you honking back there.
Somebody in Dubai, in Bangkok.
You see the effort. Let me say I am not a WWE guy at this point, but you see the effort that Triple H puts into NXT versus the clips and shit that I watch from SmackDown and Raw. I mean, dude, it's almost night and day. If you were to put, this is gonna get crazy, but if you were to put AEW up against any of those other WWE shows, AEW might beat those shows too.
Oh, easily at this point.
And Bill. I'm sorry, was I not talking about Sting enough, Bill?
Yeah, too much WWE talk right now.
You know what? But here's the thing. Okay, look, it's AEW Uncensored, and you're a fucking homer. But here's the State of the Union.
I gotta cut my hair. I gotta shave. I mean, I ain't got all night.
What, dude?
You know, Jimmy waits till the very end when we're gonna end to talk. Then he's got a fucking novel to talk about. The whole show, he's shut his mouth. Now we're about to end the show, and he's fucking on and on about it.
What?
Like,
I had to.
This is like Lord of the Rings.
No, this is
like,
the best.
He's taking it the Lord of the Rings route, the very long route to get to Mount Mordor.
No. This is called saving the best.
Did I get that right,
last. Saving the best for last.
Where does he go, Alan? Mount. Was I right?
It's called Bill. It's called pick up a fucking book.
It's been a while. Alan's not helping me either. Alan's not helping me either. Where'd they go?
Don't Marge, help him out.
No, we're good. Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? Alan's not paying attention at all.
I am paying attention. What do you mean?
He's thinking about
Mount
the Scampi.
Dude, I know.
I am thinking about the Scampi.
The Scampi.
I said, where did Frodo...
Wafting in from the other room.
I said, what was it where Frodo went? Mount where?
Oh, Mount Doom.
Mount Doom.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like WWE programming.
Holy shit.
Vince is going to finally throw that brass ring into the mountain?
Yeah, I like the fact
Cesaro will jump in after it.
I like the fact that both well. I like the fact that both Bill and Dubs didn't work out how to put their hands down in the Skype call. They just sat there all show with their hands up.
This is like some. It's like some permanent.
We're raising the roof.
Shit.
Oh, I didn't even know. Like, I just did it as a joke. I didn't realize it.
It's actually.
I don't know how to turn it off.
I'm jealous because I still
hit lower
what
hand.
I'm doing.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Finish off your trek to Mount Doom. Did you get to the giant spiders yet?
You got me. I'm lost. Alan's over here. He's got the laughing. How the fuck are you guys doing all this shit?
Go to your control panel at the bottom of the screen. There's share invite, participants, chat, react, raise your hand.
I don't see any of that shit. Then again, I am on a Chromebook, so.
There you go.
So I did a wine tasting course on Zoom last night. And tonight I've got this on Skype. Totally different.
Oh, we got to talk wine one day.
Yeah, man.
Oh, here we go.
Shit. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay, guys, let's end this show before this fucking gets out.
Wow.
Alan's always rushing me to go eat dinner, and now look, they're fucking.
We got shrimp scampi and wine going on tonight. We have the pinkies up.
All in.
Pinkies up. Jimmy, if you have anything you want to finalize about your WWF talk, please do it.
No, you guys fucking threw me off the rails. I'm done.
Okay, good. Thanks.
That basically Bill said, shut up.
All right. Shout out to the HWO. You guys are great, man. Thanks for joining us. Too bad Kenny wasn't here. Eddie bitched out and didn't join, even though I know he's more on our side.
He didn't even shut up.
Kenny. Well, I mean, you already made Dubs Virgil.
Yeah, Dubs did Virgil.
Okay, fine. Kenny on
Dubs sounds like he's having a seance with some random guy over there. Like, what the fuck, man? Can we get a biker gang before we go?
What you don't see on this video call is Dub putting his hand up to the TV. Brother, if you put your hand up to the TV...
I don't have a TV in this room.
Dub, can we get one more biker gang affiliation going? Who are we with now?
Yeah, Dub,
I don't control the roadways.
Get up there on the street, Dub. Fucking flag someone.
I have no control over the roadways.
Fuck.
All right, gentlemen.
Taker's showing up. American badass.
Like, one last.
And his knees will start clicking.
One last
like Nash.
before we say goodbye, right?
Go ahead, Simon.
Has this show been more of a mess than the last Takeover show, or less of a mess?
No, I thought this flowed pretty good.
Yeah, I thought this went pretty good,
Yeah.
except for like the fucking sound effects, the birds, the biker
Yeah,
gangs,
fucking no Dubs.
the seances, whatever the fuck's
It's a
going on.
nice 60-degree day. I can't control them.
The fucking.
I don't have WandaVision or whatever.
Yeah, Dubs can't control the Transformers theme tune.
The mafia guys discussing business outside the window, like whatever.
I have no control over these things.
All right, but HWO, you guys are great. Thank you very much. We got Dub, we got Jimmy, and we got Simon in the house. Thanks for the takeover. Thanks for getting us over to 20 likes for the W, and let's get over 23 likes for this one. If we get over 23 likes for this, we beat that.
Yeah, so, we got 10 right now. We need people to step up here, man.
That's a little weak. Yeah, if you're listening, like it.
How long got 10?
We got 10.
10. Only 10.
Only 10.
So, all right. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you again. Virgil, we'll see you on your show sometime soon. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the thumb, please. Hit the thumb right fucking now. We need more likes. We want to beat 23, so let's get 24 on this. UncensoredAlliance.com. You find everything we do there. On Twitter, at AEW
Alan's just fucking showing off with these emojis now.
Email us at AEWUncensoredPodcast@gmail.com. We are on Facebook. We have a group and a page. Throw it in the search bar. Like the page. Join the group. We are on all third-party podcast applications, as well as Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, iTunes. Please review us on iTunes. That would help us a lot. Give us 5 stars. Fuck, you go any less than that. Even though I say go less than that, we don't care. We do care. So give us 5 stars. And join us on Skype. As you can see, we have our friends here on Skype from the HWO. This is how you join the show, through Skype. Click the link in the description. Send me a message on Skype. I'll throw you in our Skype family group chat. And that's it. So shout out to all you guys. Alan, love you. Everybody who listens, love you guys. You are the best. And we will see you next week. Peace.
Peace. HWO.
Peace. Peace.